The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
Well, Peter, I don't think I ever saw so much pressure being placed on the shoulders of one man as I did upon those of a young Neymar back in the summer of 2014.
Of course, it was seen by many as his tournament. Up he goes! And he's done it! And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Chiellini. Scholes. Passing is crisp and sharp. Scholes. Oh, super chance, surely! He has done it! Sporting are all square. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Sporting grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Cafu gets rid without sophistication. Conte, and he's in on goal. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's Scholes. Now, can they get him away? Nice interception, well timed. Van Bouten gets it clear. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, easy pickings there. Half an hour played now. Now it's Mbappe. David Villa. And it's made its way to him. Can he finish? Goal! Sporting! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, I'd rather praise the scorer than criticise the defence here. He stepped forth and conquered.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another? They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Scholes is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, shooting chance! In for the pieces! Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. And that's going to be a booking. Khan looking to stare down to unsettle the taker. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Sporting go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Van der Ven. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Sporting head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. There's the start of the second half. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed.
And the finish! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And the lead is extended still further. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Can he finish? It's a goal! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've...
Oh, terrible mistake. Now it's Hullet. He is through here. Now, and the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is a crunching tackle.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
It's a mighty effort! Sporting do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. But Atik does really well to win the ball there. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Neymar. And it's Verratti. Nicely shaped ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And that has been cut short. Costa Curta. Van Dijk. Just 5 minutes left. And he's cut it out. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Chiellini. He won't be happy with that one. Rice.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Neymar. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Rice. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good-looking ball. Right. So that's it. It is all over. Sporting have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think you're going to have to go a very long way to find a better all-round midfielder than Fede Valverde. He's got the engine to do all the covering, but he's a lot more than that. He's got the strength, the tackling ability, good composure on the ball and balance in his game. So you'd really struggle to find any weakness.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And this is Batistuta. Rijkaard. Cafu. Looking for a runner. Now it's Mbappe. He's picked his way. Shapes to shoot! It's loose now. Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Oh, that's just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
Rijkaard. Fallen! Van der Ven. That's headed upfield. Still goalless. Well timed, excellent interception.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard. Sporting do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the run.
And the shot! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Cafu. Cruyff. Casillas gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Cafu. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Batistuta. And this is Forlan. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Not the most convincing of passes. And this is... Can he finish? Rijkaard. And it's Scholes. That's an imaginative pass. And the through ball. He's got away. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, good ball. Played into space. That's beautifully weighted. Batistuta is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Has a look and plays it forward. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Park Ji-sung. And he's managed to get free. He's got tall. A really close shave and the last action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So off we go once more.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And it's Batistuta. Valverde. And here's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. Mbappe. Sporting come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Rijkaard. Costa Curta. Nicely weighted ball. Park Ji-sung receives it in a wide position. Mbappe was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. So what can they make of this? And he cuts out the supply. And here's a player who has defined a generation. And he's in on goal. Real chance! He's got a goal! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Sporting have broken through. It's 1-0.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Chance for a shot! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Oh, delightful ball. Cole! No mistake! And the comeback is complete! Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
Cole really showed his coolness, Peter, by not getting flustered on such a tough skill. And for me, it was controlled perfection.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Sporting with this to equalise. And he scores! Back in business! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only...
Big chance! And the ball's come loose. The last act of a game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. So it is something... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Thiago Silva. He's a player who doesn't seem to have any...
And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And it's been taken short. And that should get the job done. Backward it goes. Tries a shot! Corner number 2 then. Messi plays it short. Sporting have the chance to go the other way. Good ball over the top. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rijkaard. And here's Mbappe. Tries to pass it through. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Sporting! And Sporting score first. Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Sporting are in front now, the game's only goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Corner number 3 coming up. Messi goes short. That's a lovely, neat pass. Sporting are looking to go forward now. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Header! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Adriano is offering a wry smile there.
Xavi Alonso. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. No, that's been intercepted. And he's intervened well there. Tries to play it through. Oh, David Villa!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Saliba. Neymar.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Saliba gets across to intercept that. It's a searching pass. And a chance! It's a goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
I'm still trying to figure out how he managed to get that contact. That's a super volley.
Sporting are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they...
Great chance! Really well taken goal. Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when...
Chance for a shot! And he hits the net. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that'll be the final action of the first half.
Sporting are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Sporting are broadly in charge, but the contest is still alive at 3-1.
Substitution for Argentina, number 15, Thiago Silva. Coming on to replace him is number
And we're
17,
underway again.
Nesta. Substitution
Oh,
in
no, that
progress.
was never going to make it. Beckenbauer. Rice. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's clever. Picked out brilliantly. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That is ended up in no man's land. Sporting do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Great ball, and he's in here. And he's there to belt it away. Neymar. And it's Messi. Good pressure, determined, intense. The ball has bounced loose now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Flings in across.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Sporting do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Cafu. Saliba cuts out the pass. Now the ball's gone astray. Messi. Driving forward, and that could well leave a mark. Chiellini defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Xavi Alonso. Rodri wins the duel this time. Into the last quarter of an hour. Adriano. He won't be happy with that one. Nesta. Beckenbauer. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And that's gone loose. Rice. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.
Substitution for
Well, he waited a little
Argentina,
while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, it's never nice to see something like that, is it? But that's what it says in the letter of the law. He's got to go.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here.
Well, the goalkeeper needs to have everything to his liking, and
He's having a go. Oh, that's fabulous! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, that is a bit special.
well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Rice. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And the referee brings it to a close. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect. To win, they will relish having... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and his speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now there's a fine ball. And the ball is out of play. Rijkaard. That is ended up in no man's land. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, played right into his path. Xavi Alonso. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cafu. Threads one in. Oh, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Iniesta receives it in a wide position. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And the pass is intercepted. And this is Forlan. He's found a way. And Shevchenko! Goal! Barcelona! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Sporting really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
Sporting are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost... Fallen! It's a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's shifting through the gears here. Terrific header. It's in. Half-time imminent. What a time to score. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
There will be 3 minutes.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Number 23.
And we are back on the way.
Coming on the field.
Sporting can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now, can they get him away? Cafu is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And this is Shevchenko. Xavi Alonso. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune, pretty sharpish. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's found a way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Cafu. He's picked his way through. Played into the big header. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And here's Messi. Can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
It's a pretty loose pass. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Clipped into space. And that has been cut short. Rijkaard. Looking for options for movement. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. Sporting are all square. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
That's an imaginative pass. Fired deep towards the back post.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Oh, no joy this time. Iniesta. Can he get on the end of this?
Has been indicated.
Chiellini with the slide tackle there. We are into stoppage time. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. And it's Rice. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proved positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's imperious in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the positioning.
Kawasaki Frontale with the corner, there first. Aimed into a big header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Openda really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Kawasaki Frontale have their second corner now. Chiellini gets good distance on it. Sporting have the chance to go the other way. Rice. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Rice. Kim Min-jae kept his eye on it, and he's there. Fermin. Oh, delightful ball. Great chance! There it is! And it's Kawasaki Frontale who take the lead. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And it's Messi. A probing pass. And he welcomes it in. And he's what? Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. David Villa looks to get on the end of this. Ricky Puig. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Mbappe. David Villa could try cutting inside here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's a sharp pass. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Substitutions taking place.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Check. Sporting do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Oh, well measured. Well read, and the danger is averted. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Cafu. Can he get on the end of this? And he plays one through. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Sporting are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Mosquera with the clearance. And that's another good win of the ball. And it's Lopez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Fermin was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Lam. Mbappe. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Substitution on the field, number 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Fermin. Number 41, Rice. Number 18, Messi. Coming on the field, number 23.
Kawasaki Frontal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Number 87, John Evans. Number 19.
Sporting are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pedri.
Kawasaki Frontal really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Pedri gets it away. And that is as far as it goes. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Sporting.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle. The unmistakable Daniel van Bouten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the T-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
Yeah, he's got one mighty shot on him. I think it's true to say he once burst a ball while taking a free kick.
I can actually imagine that.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Rice. Costa Curta. Saliba. Rice. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Son Heung-min. Iniesta. It's Son Heung-min! Great effort, but no way through. Beckenbauer. Sporting yet to have an attempt on goal. That pass has been well intercepted. Costa Curta.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out. That's just playing it safe and simple.
"30 minutes gone. And it's Iniesta, looking for the run. Son Heung-min. Oh, that's nice. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Batistuta! Goal! Sporting! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Lo Celso. Lovely. It's Iniesta! He's got away with one there.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Batistuta. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break. and they should still be quite buoyant.
Sporting, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Substitution in progress.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Van Dijk. Sporting different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Lahm delivers. Saliba getting this one clear. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
He gets big, sticks it away. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Great corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Xabi Alonso, who's set up 1 goal so far, and he was quick to react. Sporting, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Plays a sharp little ball here.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Gravenberg, Iniesta. And it's Rice. Aimed beyond the defence. Decent chance! And it's in! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Xabi Alonso. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Looking to play him in. Oh, shooting chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Sporting have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference.